G'day folks, my name's Jaiden Drought with the Farm Trader magazine. Here we are, beautiful mid-Canterbury day. We're at Jackson Holmes' contracting depot, just outside of Ashburton. With me is Steve Gorman, he's the product specialist for JCB. G'day mate, how are you?
Thanks Jaiden, thanks for coming along.
So behind us we've got the new 53695 Agri Pro. Tell us a little bit about mainly the new cab. That's a new feature on this machine. Give us a bit of a rundown on what happens in here, mate.
Yeah, so this particular model is the new Series 3 JCB telehandler. So this was launched into New Zealand in September. The model we've got here today is the Agri Pro. The new cab has been increased by over 12%. So we've got a larger windscreen inside the cab as well, so we get better visibility. We've got better air conditioning, which has been increased by up over 10%. We've got a massive noise reduction. We've got a lot of features inside the cab that we'll get into that have certainly improved the JCB environment. We start with an Agri, which is a 4-speed, 109 horsepower Series 3 telehandler. It has the same cab as this, they all run the same cab, and so that's really good for your first timer, your entry level type of machine. Moving on into another Agri, but it's a torque lock 4 machine. So it's a 4-speed with torque lock up in 4th gear, and again that's 109 horsepower. Likewise, same cab as the Series 3 cab we see here. Moving then into the Agri Super, which gives us our 6-speed power shift transmission, which we have known for a long time in the Super models, and we go on to 125 horsepower engine in that. And then we move into the top of the line Agri Pro, so for the high-end professional application, and this has got a dual-tech VT transmission and it's 145 horsepower.
Okay, cool mate. So we'll talk about the transmission in a minute, but so just going back to the numbers, this is a 53695, so that's 3.6 tonne and 9.5 metres lift.
Correct.
So as you can see here, we've got the dual boom. So do you want to just maybe discuss how that works and why the benefits for these guys have seen going to a 9.5 metre lift?
Yeah, for sure. So for the wheelbase for these guys, it's been important so they can get onto their trucks if they need to cart the machine as well and get into their tight environments. So it's the same wheelbase as we'd see on a 6 metre and a 7 metre machine, but we've got a 3-stage boom because we're reaching obviously in this machine to 9.5 metres. And as you can see by the shed here, they're stacking exceptionally high, so the 9.5 metre reach for them is ultra important. And with the 3-stage boom, as the boom's moving out, as the first stage moves out, the second stage of the boom moves out to come along with it so that we keep in balance as well. So that's the beauty, you don't have stabilisers and long, the whole thing still keeps nice and manoeuvrable. Correct, yeah.
So now just back to the tool carrier. As you can see, there's a grunty bale grab on here, but just talk us about the little feature on the front of the cab there, mate, because that seems to be a cool thing.
Something that's probably been a bit of a bugbear for a lot of guys with telehandlers and for a long time now is when you have a grab on like this one here and you're trying to take your third service hoses off, it's always tight and it's a bit of a hassle to get it off. So JCB have fitted these machines now with an auxiliary venting switch on the outside of the machine here on the light post. It's also inside the cab on the armrest as well. So fantastic, press the button, hold it for 3 seconds, it releases the pressure from the line so you can get out and uncouple your attachment really easy without getting covered at all, so it's great.
Beauty. So now just describe about the dual-tech VT. We'll go back to the transmission and maybe some of the functionality of that, for jobs like stacking bales like this, but also you'll see later on there's a drop hitch around the back, so for haulage as well, so it's doing a couple of things, isn't it? Yeah,
that's right, yeah. So the dual-tech VT has been designed by JCB. It's obviously just available in Agri Pro series telehandlers. It's unique to them. So it's hydrostatic from 0 to 19, and then it moves into direct drive shift from there and from 2nd to 4th. So operating it wise, in an environment like this, working inside the shed, you simply press it and put it into 1st, and then you're driving in a hydrostatic mode, so just off the foot throttle. You can put it into another mode, which is flex mode, where you set a hands throttle, give yourself some very power, which is your ground speed, so it becomes very, very efficient and your rehandling super fast. So the beauty of the VTEC dual transmission is that when you finish a job like this and you want to head down the road and you're hauling a load behind you, but you've got to get to the next job, simply press it through into drive, jump on the throttle and take off, and it'll go through the hydrostatic stage. Once it gets to 19, it'll automatically change across into the direct drive and it'll smooth shift its way up. So hauling your trailer, you've got the benefit of the direct drive transmission to actually get your machine up to your 40 k's an hour hauling, and get on with the job. So
essentially you've got, you know, the flexibility of a CVT when you actually need it,
100%.
but then, you know, the torque lock of a power shift transfer hauling, which is great, obviously. And it also kicks out a full drive automatically as well when it drives from the rear, is that right?
Yes, correct.
For trailer, you know, so all that weight is on the drive.
Yeah, so Agri Pro only automatically disengages from the four-wheel drive, so you're back into your two-wheel drive when you're on the road again, so which is fantastic, so less tyre wear and drive on your machine as well. So.
And it's got some features around the back as well, including the drop hitch. It's also got a dual line hydraulic.
Yep, so this particular machine with the Pro, this one's been fitted up as requested from the customer to have a 32-tonne pickup hitch on the back to haul the trailers. It's got twin line brakings and now fitted up with a double act-in remote out the rear, so fantastic for a job like sort of what these guys do. Pull up the trailer, unhook it, load the shed, grab it and take off again back out to the paddock. So
perfect. Let's head around and have a look at the engine, eh?
Cool.
So around here, Steve, with the nice sleek looking bonnet, we've got the EcoMax engine tucked under here. Tell us about a few of the features.
Yeah, so a new design too for the Series 3 as well, which has come through actually, to be fair, from the Tier 4 risers. With the new engine pod, we're sucking our air in through here and we're blowing it out the top so that we have no air, no dust blowing around down the bottom, so it's great for visibility as well, so it's helping us out. So like I said, underneath the engine pod on this one, this is fitted up with the JCB EcoMax 145 horsepower engine. This is a non-AdBlue engine, it's no DPF, no SCR filter, it's a UN3 engine.
So you've got plenty of space still.
Heaps of space
and you're keeping that heat out of the engine bay too.
Yeah, it's not overheating, so for the operator again, it's just that single fuel source as well, so which is great, but it's keeping up to emission standards as well, so which is fantastic. Fitted up with reversing fans as well, so auto reverse fan. So will come on inside the cab. It'll just happen every 15 minutes, or you can override it if you're in really conditions like this with a straw falling on the pod, and get rid of it. So wide core radiators as standard. So yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about these. So how do you get to the UN3 as opposed to having to go to stage 5? How does it, just very simply, how does that?
So basically this engine runs 3 fuel filters. This main fuel filter here is a lubricating filter to lubricate the injectors to sort of, I guess, protect the engine so that it helps us with our emissions control. So.
And that helps keep the injectors clean and for the high sulphur content with the fuel. Okay, perfect. No, that's cool, mate. It's definitely a sleek looking engine under that bonnet, and like you say, with those couple of key features. Let's head around and have a look at the in the cab.
Yep, no worries.
So obviously on the new Command Plus cab, they've kept with the split door, which obviously works great. And another classic JCB trait, we've got nice easy access. Let's have a look at some of the features in here. She's definitely an upgrade from...
for sure. Yeah, you certainly notice a larger environment. A lot better visibility all around as well by again, referring back to the engine by only being a UN3 engine. We've got great visibility all around the machine. So.
And this little control pod it's really well tucked away here, but there's actually a lot of functionality on this whole side, isn't there? You know,
yeah, absolutely. All your operating features now are all placed on that control pod instead of rocker switches around the cab like in the previous models. So certainly a lot more user-friendly. It's
definitely roomy in here. I like the tilting steering column is so ideal. There's a lot more, for access, not only just having a bigger door, actually being able to fold up and,
absolutely. So vast improvement with having that steering column, set and forget steering column. Floating 7-inch display screen as well, so which is easy to view what you're up to. But with the one-piece curved glass, you'll notice you've got great visibility all the way around as well. So
yeah, there's a huge amount of visibility around here. And on the Agri Pro, you've got full LED lighting, is that correct too?
Yes, so this Agri Pro is 360-degree lighting. It's an option to put it on all machines, but Agri Pro is 360-degree lighting, which is boom lighting, cab, front and rear, and out the back as well. So.
Sweet. No, good. No, it's definitely an impressive machine, mate. I can't wait to chuck a few bales on the front and give it some work. But good man, I appreciate you walking around it. Good man,
cheers,
thanks. If you guys check out the upcoming review in the Farm Trader magazine, also the video at farmtrader.co.nz and on the social media applications.